Bang, 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 bang. VIP, VIP, hey. Vamos a tirarnos un selfie. Say cheese. VIP, VIP, hey. I know y'all ain't mad for real. Okay, just checking. Just checking. VIP, VIP, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is the one and only Broadway, the lyricist. I thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're gonna get right into it. So when the news dropped that Bad Bunny is the halftime headliner for Super Bowl 2026, I immediately saw pushback. One of the things that I saw, besides all the ignorant stuff, was, why not Metallica? I wanna be crystal clear. We love Metallica. We rock with Metallica. Big pun intended. In fact, one of my closest collaborators and dear friend, Avenue Beats, he and I once made a track sampling the song Battery, and that became one of my favorite Metallica joints because of him. That's how deep my respect runs. But here's the thing, being a rock fan doesn't mean that you get to close the door on others. You don't have to reject Latin music, urban music, or newer voices. Music is meant to bring us together. It's not to gatekeep. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly why Bad Bunny makes perfect sense for the Super Bowl, and it's not because of some agenda, but because the numbers don't lie. Then we'll get to some of the emotional bullshit flowing around out there, and I'll say what a lot of people won't. So let's get into it.
I am Broadway, the lyricist, homie, just let me do my thing. I'm on top, on my grind, I'ma always get it.
So first off, Bad Bunny is not some who's this guy type of moment. This is the biggest Latin artist on the planet right now. On Spotify alone, this man has over 100 billion total streams. That is not a typo. He's been the #1 most streamed artist in the world 3 years in a row. I didn't say Latin artist, I said artist, period. His album Un Verano Sin Ti broke streaming records, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200. And that was an all Spanish album, the first to ever do it. His 2024 album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos, hit 1 billion Spotify streams in 13 days. 13. For context, that's Drake, Kanye, and Taylor level velocity. This man is not a fluke. This is dominance. He sells out stadiums worldwide. He moves the culture. He trends without even trying. The NFL ain't dumb, and the halftime show is not a charity slot. It's a global marketing spectacle. They're looking at reach, they're looking at buzz, and who can make the entire world tune in. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Bunny checks all the boxes. Now let's talk about Metallica for a second, because I get it. They're absolute legends. Their live shows are epic. They deserve their flowers every time their name is mentioned. But here's where some of y'all folks lose me. Y'all talk like it's either Metallica or Bad Bunny. Like there's not a world where both can be respected at the same time. And that's the difference between us and them. I could name Metallica songs. I could tell you why Battery goes crazy, and I could tell you the emotional significance of Nothing Else Matters. I could respect the culture of music as a whole, but a lot of the people that I see throwing shots, they couldn't name a single Bad Bunny track if you gave them half the title. They don't even respect the man enough to even Google him. They don't even respect music as a culture. They only respect their corner of it, and that is wild to me. Let's keep it real for a second. I'm not gonna call every critic a racist because that's what racists do. And I know that y'all not a monolith and everything's not about that. Some of y'all just don't like the music, and that's perfectly fine. Preference is preference. But if your critique sounds something like,
why is he singing in Spanish?
This isn't real music. Who is this guy?
He should perform that in Mexico.
yeah, then you might need to check yourself, because that has absolutely nothing to do with musical taste, and that's ignorance dressed up like an opinion. And if you're mad because you don't understand the culture, that's not on him. That's on you. The world is bigger than just your playlist. And not to be sarcastic, but the internet can actually be a beautiful place where you can watch as many previous English-speaking performances to your heart's content. Music is supposed to bring us together. It's supposed to build bridges, not walls. So to the people using music as their platform to divide and to flex their ignorance, first off, shame on you. Secondly, don't act like the culture belongs to you. It belongs to all of us. And honestly, be careful what you wish for, because knowing Bad Bunny, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he pulled off some classy shit like actually bringing Metallica on stage with him. Now imagine that moment. Latin trap colliding with thrash metal on the biggest stage in the world. That shit would be legendary. So yeah, this isn't a Bad Bunny versus Metallica thing. It's about perspective. The world is changing. Music is evolving. You can either open your ears or you can get left behind with your hands over them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post new videos just like this. And drop your favorite Metallica and Bad Bunny song in the comments. Let's see who's really about that culture. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate y'all. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to click on one of these. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.